Paul Ryan in Washington at the Values Voters Summit. There's lots to talk about here, so we should get straight to it. Let me introduce my guests first here. Larry Elder, host of the Larry Elder radio show on KABC in Los Angeles. He is a conservative. Obviously, we know Larry Elder. And then Hillary Rosen is a Democratic strategist and a CNN political commentator, and she is a liberal and a Democrat, as we just said. Good to see both of you. Short but sweet, Larry. We're all hearing this NBC Wall Street Journal poll. It went off like a bomb within the ranks of the GOP. 53% now blame the Republican Party for the shutdown. Only 31% blame the president.
Well, Don, it depends on the poll that you look at. I saw a poll the other day that said, you're right, the American people blame 63% of Republicans, but 57% blame the Democrats, 53% blamed Obama. Look, this for a lot of Republicans, especially the Tea Party Republicans, Don and Hillary, is the hill to die on. Our debt is not $17 trillion. Our debt is closer to $80 to $90 trillion. And on top of that, we're going to add another brand new entitlement program. A lot of Republicans are saying, hell no, let's stop this.
Yeah, he's going on and on about, about the debt or whatever. But all of this mess, the shutdown, was not really over the debt. This was over Obamacare. So what's going on here, Hillary? Is it sort of like, okay, let's, and then we'll hide this? But what we really hate is the president's signature health care plan.
Well, you kind of highlight the problem that the leadership in Washington is grappling with right now, which is, what are we supposed to try and negotiate to make a deal over? Obviously, this started over Obamacare, and we heard Ted Cruz this morning make a speech urging his House colleagues to stand firm and not reopen the government and keep it over Obamacare and not, raise the debt ceiling. So yet you've got Paul Ryan saying, same party, same guys. Oh, no, we need to be practical. We need to go for budget cuts and deficit reduction. And it doesn't really matter where it is. It's sort of generally an entitlement. So you can imagine what it's like for the president of the Democrats to say, well, you guys please decide what you want, because we don't even know what you want, much less who to negotiate with anymore. That's kind of where we're stuck right now.
Let's talk.
Don, if I were a supporter of Obamacare, I would be worried about the fact that 74% of small business people say, because of Obamacare, I'm not going to hire, I'm going to delay giving people more hours. Warren Buffett, who was a big supporter of Obamacare, has now turned against it. Jimmy Hoffa has written a letter to the president saying that Obamacare is going to be an attack on the 40-hour work week and could be the demise of the middle class.
Okay, Larry,
I'd be a little nervous about all of that.
Actually,
Hillary, what does that have to do? What does that have to do with shutting the government down? You can debate all of that. You can, and all well and good if you agree with Obamacare, if you don't agree with Obamacare. But why do you shut the government down because of that?
There's one reason why what Larry's saying is relevant, even though I think he's got his facts wrong about it, and that's this. In that same poll that you talked about this morning, the new Wall Street Journal NBC poll, since the Republicans have taken to the Hill, since they've expressed their desire to die on the Hill for this one, Obamacare's actually gotten more popular. It's risen in popularity according to, this carefully calculated poll over years, which consistently had it as being unpopular. It's risen in popularity a full 10% since the Republican jihad against it. So I think in most respects, it's because people are starting to wake up saying, oh, wait a minute, if I already have health care, I'm cool, but if I don't have health care, I can actually get Obamacare. So they could keep talking about it, and it'll be more popular by next month.